Why hello you wonderful people, my name is ScaredyMat and welcome to... Yes, the game I'll be looking at today is a 90s horror classic, and that game is... Could you please stop doing that, it is really distracting. Thank you. Now where was I? Ah yes, the game I'll be playing today is a 90s horror classic, and that game is... Oh you mother... Anyway, for those who don't know, Night Trap was originally going to be released for a system called Nemo, an anagram for Never Ever Mention Outside. It was going to use VHS technology to present interactive movie experiences. However, in 1989 it was scrapped due to the system's price being uncompetitive against Nintendo's NES. The brains behind Night Trap were from a company called Digital Pictures, who also created Sewer Shark. Sewer Shark was a first-person post-apocalyptic interactive video game. It was one of the Sega CD's best-selling games with more than 100,000 units sold. Night Trap was first released in 1992 for the Sega CD, but was ported later on for the 3DO, Sega 32X and MS-DOS. The MS-DOS version will be the one I'll be playing today. And just like Sewer Shark, the game uses full motion video, or FMV if you're lazy like me, to present its wonderful cheesy story and simple gameplay.
It's just my parents, my brother and me, but you never know who might drop in.
But the question is, does this cult horror hold up today? Mouse is at the ready. Let's find out. So the game starts with, yes, you guessed it, an FMV. But it cleverly sets up the story for you before you play. Think of it as a old school tutorial.
We have a picture.
I'm Sims, Scat Team Commander.
Wait, hang on. What did you just say?
Scat Team Commander.
Scat. The name of your team is Scat. So, it turns out that SCAT actually means Sega Control Attack Team, and these guys, with the help of you, the player, are tasked with protecting a group of 5 girls who are visiting this family for a house party. But why would these girls need protecting? Well, Scatman Sims believes they're in danger, and here's why.
Protect those 5 girls from whatever happened to another bunch of teenagers. They disappeared after spending a night at the Martins.
Wait, so this has happened before? I think there's more to this family than meets the eye. Okay, sir, how do I protect them?
Last night, one of our agents got into the house and found a weird security system. Hidden cameras in almost every room and a series of traps. Our agent spliced an override into the security system, enabling you to control the cameras and the traps with this remote unit.
Traps? Okay, I think I understand. Is there anything I should know about these traps, sir?
The traps are protected with an access code. They won't work unless you enter the right code. Right now, that code is set at blue, and you have control of the traps. But anyone inside that house can change that code at any time. So listen in.
Okay, got it. What about backup? I don't think I can do this alone, sir.
This is my attack squad. And that's Kelli, one of my best undercover agents. She'll be arriving with the rest of the girls. I'm putting her life and the lives of those other girls in your hands. Don't even think of messing up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you say something?
Looks like you're not up for this mission. Breaking contact.
That's a bit rude. So we are finally in the game, and what strikes me straight away is how simple but intuitive Night Trap's UI is. Clicking from room to room is effortless. You actually feel like a real life spy. Or a weird peeping Tom.
They should test this stuff on rats before they let people like you play with it.
However, you won't have much time snooping before the enemies show themselves. These guys who look like they've crapped their pants are actually the antagonists. They are called augurs, which are basically vampires, and they are here because they need blood to survive. But let's face it, they're about as scary as this bloody guy doing cartwheels. Trapping them really comes down to being in the right place at the right time. You can't spam the trap button and hope for the best. You have to wait until this bar goes up to red and then click trap. So timing is absolute key here. If done correctly, it can be really rewarding, and their reaction to each trap is pure comedy gold. Another thing I will commend this game for is the acting of its cast. Oh, it's so wonderfully cheesy and extremely reminiscent of B-movie teen horror flicks.
Oh, Tony's just here for the summer. You know, I think he likes Ashley.
Really?
Yes. You can see it in his eyes.
And he's wearing sunglasses.
But on the other side of that, some of the acting is just plain out bad and it can get butt-creasing cringy at times. They really put the B in B-movie.
All right, yes, everything is fine here. yeah, okay, good night, thank you.
Watching certain actors throughout the house is essential as they integrate another feature of the game, and that's the access codes. Basically, you need to have the right access code selected in order to trap the augurs. If you have the wrong code selected, this happens. There are 6 codes altogether: red, green, blue, yellow, orange and purple. The code that you'll need to trap the augurs will change throughout the game. The only way to find out the correct code is to listen in on the characters' conversations.
Let's have the boys change the code to be safe. Trap access code from blue to yellow.
It's all in the fingers.
Good hunting.
If you miss a code change on a certain scene, then it becomes a guessing game, which means you will miss opportunities to trap augurs. And if you miss too many augurs or a specific girl that you need to protect gets attacked, then it's game over. An example of this is that well-known controversial shower scene. Unfortunately though, Night Trap's sheen stops shining and its cracks start to appear, like a plumber on a summer's day. The game's main issue is actually in its design. Watching the wonderfully cheesy acting of the main story is all well and good, but it clashes with the main mechanic of the game, which is trapping these idiots, and here's why. Every scene in Night Trap is time-based, which starts immediately. So whilst you watch the story unfold with the actors, augurs can still enter the other rooms. So you will inevitably miss trapping them because you're too busy watching the actors. This in turn makes it very difficult to watch the story, which you essentially need to do anyway to see what the next access code is. But the code can be missed because you're too busy trapping augurs. So you either have 2 choices: watch the cutscenes or trap the augurs. The game trips over itself in this regard. Aside from that though, I do still think that Night Trap is quite a unique experience with its FMV focused gameplay and wacky story. I can understand why it gained a cult following, even if its game mechanics are a bit of a mess. And I must say, it's nice to see that FMV based games are not dead, with titles such as Late Shift being released for PC and consoles. I'd just like to say a huge thank you to you all for watching. I seriously appreciate it. You guys are amazing and I love you all. If you enjoyed, please spook that little like button down there, or subscribe to me, or even follow me on Twitter. I'd love to chat to you all. I really, really would. But yes, that was Night Trap. I hope you enjoyed. My name is ScaredyMat. Until next time.